Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to the Crypto Harlem live stream. It is I, Gemini Matt. I hope you can hear me okay. Audio looks like it's okay. And this is over here, Mirror Control, sorry. Hagen Lindner from Security for Good. Thanks for joining us today, Hagen. I appreciate you so much. And just want to like put out here Security for Good in the house. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Actually, a miserable day outside, so it's nice to be in here with you.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. It is a beautiful day outside, and that's facetious because there's a huge thunderstorm in the Northeast. And I thought it'd be cool to do some interviews, a couple different ways, in-person interviews, split screen interviews. That'll be like our new format. I was watching a podcaster type person, and I was like, wow, this person, let me move my logo off my face. I was like, this person is not that entertaining actually, or smart, or interesting, or pretty, but it's the guests that really make it. And I'm honored and so lucky to know such an amazing network of people like yourself. So I thought, oh cool, I got to share some of these folks with the bigger space. Another thing that's important to me is I feel like we talk a lot about what to do, right, and how to do, but we don't spend enough time on why, you know like like that ethos as to why. All right. So I thought that would be super cool too. All right. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do today. Okay. So let's see. I'm in here and this, I don't know. This thing's okay. We have, hey person up there. I'm just gonna go ahead and just like switch over to the Twitch screen real quick. So if you could pick a genre of music to listen to, because I don't like a silent background. What genre of music would you listen to?
Yeah, I mean, usually I would pick like punk rock, but this is like hardly ever a good like background music.
Well,
I
let's
feel.
figure it out. Let's try. Let's try. Let's try. Let's try to get a. We'll try to get something. Okay. So I'm gonna type this in here. These are my cleared samples, right? Royalty free.
Yeah.
And let's see. Let's see. What kind of punk? Like
Let, let,
pop punk or like a
let's make it
hardcore
more
punk?
like post hardcore, post punk, kind of like
Okay.
more, at least like more a little bit like.
Okay. Let's see.
energetic.
Let's see what this is. Oh, that doesn't sound good. It has a metal riff. That
It's
sounds
like almost like
yeah.
too
Hand clap.
poppy.
That sounds okay. What about this one? It sounds industrial. Oh no, that's not
That's
good.
like cyberpunk.
Here, this is positive post punk. Let's see what this is. Oh no, that's too
That's
electronic.
like too electro. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like new
So-
wave. Okay, hold on. Let's see what happens. Well, that's very Southern California.
Yeah.
That's a skating video right there.
Yeah.
We're about to watch Tony Hawk. Okay, what?
Exactly.
This is
It sounds
almost
like
like
a
a.
high school band.
It does. It
Yeah.
sounds like a garage band.
Yeah.
They dropped out of high school. They're trying to make it in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still good. Good kind of like skate punk. Yeah.
Okay, that's totally. Oh yeah, this is other than the military drumming. This is like Rise Against kind of, like I'm trying to do a what was the name of that tour? That American rock tour.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, but it's
I
like
forgot
it's
the
like
name, but yeah.
I'm a punk band that's trying to appeal to a
Yeah.
larger rock audience.
I want to be bigger now.
I want to be bigger now, and we're grown men, and this is how we pay for our kids to go to college. But we still care. We're
Yeah,
very well
it's
read.
still important.
Very
It's
well
still
read. Very
important.
smart.
Yeah.
So, okay, which one of these do you want to try this fourth one? This last one.
Let's keep this kind of like high school.
Oh, let's give the high school band, the garage band, the dropouts. Let's give them a chance. All right, we're gonna go with that one. Oh, I love it. I think that's a good one. I think that fictitious high school kids, they'll be so excited to be on the live stream today.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go with the long one. All right, so I'm just gonna cue this up. Oh. Okay, now the audience can hear it.
Awesome. Well, I like how you're doing that all like live
Yeah,
in the stream, just right there.
yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's the, you know. Younger Thug said, I want that lo-fi house music. Betsy with the Kim says we both look cute right now. Thanks, Betsy with the Kim. Aww. When someone says Hagen looks cute, he's like, yeah, I know. He doesn't get it a lot.
Is,
Yeah.
it is. Usually, like I'm probably very like you look like tomato.
I don't think you look. Yeah, he's already flushed. He's blushing. I think he just ruined the show. He can't. His muscles in his face aren't gonna work. It's just too much of like a blushy, dimply situation here. Okay. Okay. So, oh, they got a little tambourine.
Yeah,
Man, these
of
high school
course.
kids got what it takes to make it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Huge next year.
They're gonna be huge next year. They're gonna be huge. All right. So first of all, as I like to start with, like, you know, in Linux, the like the terminal, you know, when you're in the matrix, there's a command to figure out which user you are, which could be anything really. You know, I love it. Identity is fluid in the world of system administration. So you type this command, who am I? That's one word. And it's like, oh, you're this user. Here's your ID number. Da da da. You know, who am I? Is the question I ask you. Like, who are you, basically?
So I'm typing the command.
You type in the command.
Okay.
What's it say? What comes out?
So the answer would be that I'm Hagen. I'm a cybersecurity, I would say like teacher, consultant, and privacy advocate. I think this is like how I describe myself the most. I got into cybersecurity like 8 years ago through actually like activism and doing trainings and workshops for activists, journalists, and NGOs, and that was mainly thanks to you.
What? Thanks to me?
Yeah.
Whoa! No, I'm the
Yeah.
one blushing. I'm gonna be like, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, that's like how
Yeah.
you got me in, and that's like who I am. Like it was like a little bit like back and forth. I did like a lot of things in the past. I grew up in Germany, still based there. Currently living in Hamburg.
Yes.
So it's a totally different like situation for like NGO journalists and activists than any other place. But yeah, I like that there is like a international like community, not just about like those security experts, but also among those groups that try to help each other out, and it's like always something that I appreciate a lot, and I try to contribute to that.
Oh, it's cool. Well, first of all, it's awesome. It's working, Crypto Harlem. Look at
Yeah.
that. There's other people out there. A drum thing says totally cute. I think we need to start a little punk band, a high school
Yeah,
punk band.
maybe we should.
We're in the wrong
actually-
business.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Appreciate all the people who we've paid. Your Bitcoin's in the mail.
Yeah,
Thanks for
so
the.
much.
Thanks for the tip. Nah, no, seriously, the Bitcoin's in the mail. Keep. All right. So, what's it like in Germany? And
Well-
why? Like, you're inspired to do this work by myself, right? And you're a teacher. Who are you teaching?
Well, I work with different groups of like journalists and different NGOs, but also like activists. And in Germany, there is like a fairly strong democratic state. So a lot of just like, we have like free speech. Journalism is pretty strong and like unraveling all sorts of like misbehavior of like politicians or other like big corporations and stuff like that. So that's like not really the usual target that like journalists having a hard time to speak up or like pointing to certain parts in society that should like be improved. But there is like also a lot of like activism over the recent years, mainly of course in climate change, but also into fighting back against like stronger and stronger like right-wing movement. We have a pretty strong right-wing party called Alternative für Deutschland, AfD. So
no.
And where I grew up, like there was always like fascists and neo-Nazis being a problem, and there was always like people organizing in different ways to fight back. And those groups and those organizations, they get like attacked by the government or government agency, police agency, So there are like certain ways that they need to organize and communicate, and I try to help them to understand like how to do it in a safe manner. There's a pretty good, like strong group or kind of like formation of people that doing that now, and this is like also something I like to see. So because there's a lot of like organization now, like on the internet, communication going on there, but then that obviously means like how to securely communicate, how to protect like each other. For journalists, also still like how to protect sources when you have like uh, a spicy topic and like a spicy target. Maybe you don't, of course, don't need to. You can't reveal your sources. And investigative journalism also in Germany grow bigger. There's a lot of just like small media outlets that don't really have the resources to have like the staff, but their stories are so important. So I try to, yeah, also keep an eye on that. So the situation is fairly okay, but you have certain groups and movements and people that get harassed on the internet, that get doxxed. That's like an angry place. So, I did like just like short sessions. I did like one day or a couple, or like a couple of day trainings, um, and some just for experts, like on specific topics. Like I really felt like, oh, we might be surveilled. Like, what should we do? Try to give them some topics, and it's kind of like around that.
Okay, so
That
you're from Germany.
yeah,
In Germany, there's a lot of like tough, organized right wing activity. Sounds like everywhere in the world, including a place where I might know very well, right?
yeah,
And you're helping the people who are, like those activities being, you know, analyzed and critiqued and investigated by everyone: security forces, law enforcement, organizers on the streets, and
yeah,
you're just like helping the people learn about encryption technology as a tool, right,
yeah,
to help them.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so important because it is a powerful tool. So it's kind of like taking the crypto Harlem energy, lessons, and game plan and playbook, finding what works and what doesn't, and applying it for communities everywhere, but especially in your home country.
yeah, and I mean we have like situations like in in Germany there are like many different minorities, and just like recently this like huge push started for this kind of like, imagine it kind of like a pay card that every refugee would get, and they need to use it. So everyone like currently like migrating in Germany, they would get this like not just like a free way of kind of like choosing their payment solutions, but they would like this one card where that they would need to use for their purchases. And this obviously is like a huge like privacy issue, because normally, maybe your bank or maybe the service you use, they know what you purchase. And if you use cash, like pretty much like no one really knows. But with pushing this, like for a certain like minority, like a certain group living in Germany, that's like a huge issue.
Well, who this payment card is it for like government assistance? Like who has to use it?
No, this is like for refugees, for immigrants,
I
like
see.
people
So
coming to Germany, searching refuge, and like basically they have. I'm not 100% sure like what's the final status on that, but I think like everyone basically has to. So if you register as like a refugee in Germany, that's basically part of the deal
yeah.
that comes with it. So there's like
So
here, this is like the
every
way.
financial transaction,
Yeah,
basically outside of barter and things in the household,
yeah,
the state has access to
yeah. That's kind of like the idea
of
to
of
funnel that
refugees.
out. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow, that's frightening.
yeah,
You know, like we have a similar thing here where we have like for folks on government assistance, social assistance, etc. We have these like EBT cards. We have a couple of other things like WIC for women who are like raising their children or pregnant, and yeah, the state gives you this so you can have food and resources, but it's also a database of everything you've ever purchased and where you purchased it from. Like so, not only the items but the stores, the neighborhoods, and it in the people hunting business, we call that a a pattern of life, right? So, not to be confused with proof of life, a pattern of life is totally different. Pattern of life is our data. If you put it together, you know how to read it. It's like watching a movie about a person.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I could like really see this person in my mind do all kinds of cool stuff. So normally at this point, I like to do a little roll call because some people are watching ads. For me, it's a Taco Bell ad. They know me so well. But what we do is we're just gonna do our best to read these usernames.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have one of our moderators here. Okay. Do you want to give props to that moderator?
Oh yeah. I draw off things.
Yeah, a
Whoa.
drawer of things.
I draw things. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's draw of things. Hey.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Whoa.
Yeah, you started it. You know, like you're the first person when the
Yeah.
plane lands. You're like, oh, a pilot did his job. Cool. The whole plane car side. Woo!
Yeah, you started it.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, I would like to say 00 Alyssa. Thanks for joining us. Okay. So 00 Alyssa in the house.
Yeah, and 88ES.
Yeah.
Welcome as well.
Yeah. Thanks for
Good to have
tuning
you.
in. Okay. I'm gonna say the 8 row. You know, not 7 row, not 6 row, 8 row up in the house.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I already saw Strong 7 there.
Yeah. Dark 7 is keep watching, keep listening.
Yeah. Rap Snatch?
Yeah, that's right.
I hope I'm saying all this right.
You're
I don't
not.
wanna, like step on anyone's toes.
I don't- I
That's
don't
like
get-
my persona.
I
That's
get
just
it
my
wrong
accent.
every week.
Yeah.
Mark this. You know, just know that no matter how we say it wrong, mad love to y'all. Okay.
Then Navarro Field?
Yeah.
Naval Field?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. And Carside, do or die. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Saga So. Oh, this Saga So. Oh yeah.
It's like thug.
Suck. Saga Suck.
Yeah. You got really jerk your accent. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, you got
Sorry, Korea.
The TH is deadly, so you actually jumped right into that one.
Yeah.
You're like, there's so many THs, I'm gonna keep going. Wow, you deserve an applause for that.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, cool. So now, after being inspired by Crypto Harlem, all the way in Germany, right? Teaching all these amazing people to fight back against what's wrong and assisting immigrants, refugees with policy stuff, all that good stuff, right? Now you're starting your own thing, right?
Yeah.
So what's that called?
So I'm currently starting my own company. It's called Security for Good, and it's basically, because of how I got into the field and what's important to me, bringing that back and kind of like putting my cybersecurity work focus in my like day job also towards that groups and people. And so yeah, I'm really stoked about it. I just got out of my recent contract job. And I wasn't sure like if freelance work will be the next thing to do, but it just kind of like happened, and I just like thought, why waste like any more time for, I don't know. I don't want to like say corporations and companies don't necessarily can also do good things, but just for creating a product or a service that we have already, or they want to make money. I think there is like a reason why they should secure properly user data, and I'm happy to help them, and I'm still do. But where kind of like my heart lives and kind of like where my heart is in cybersecurity field, that's like still working. Along those lines, and like with those kind of people.
Got it. So Security for Good is helping companies, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you were doing as a professional. That's how you ate, right? The delicious German bread, and all that stuff, right?
Gotta eat that bread.
You gotta eat that bread, baby. Woo! So tasty, And but it's also a way for you to continue your work helping nonprofits, organizers, NGOs in a professional aspect.
Yeah,
right?
do it more professional and do it as much more of a focus.
So you're no longer like a garage band, punk rock, high school dropout crew.
No, I mean, I always gonna, keep that at the back of my head. That's like where the roots are, but I like to play for big audience.
For bigger audience, now you're on the, hence the music change. We went for like the fake Rise Against vibe.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's super important. Listen, this isn't a pre-recorded video. This is live.
100%.
Yeah.
It is
So
live.
if you have any questions for Hagen of Security for Good, um, please don't let me hog the questions. Vegan, you know, not real. Let me know. Okay. So yeah, let's figure that out. But if you don't have any questions, it's totally cool. You can just tell us how cute we are. We love for that. You know,
Yeah,
more
thanks.
Bitcoin your way.
Yeah.
Uh, and if you have any thoughts, but one thing I want to ask you is like why? The why.
Well, I guess there's just like it's like part of it is kind of like how I grew up. I guess kind of like the experiences that I made in life that kind of like brought me towards a certain kind of morality that's like important for people to, take on certain fights and like stand their ground. And it's like difficult to organize and like be active, and like it's important to bring different people together to cheer each other up but also be more like powerful. So to support that, like it just feels natural on one hand, but also there's so many things going on right now. There's like so many elections this year. There's so many change
They say
happening.
40% of the world.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it's to be like honest, like from my perspective, it's not looking good in a sense. Like when you look at the countries, when you look at the people who are like looking forward to get elected, kind of like the choices people need to make, but also the options they have, the kind of like corruption itself and kind of like movement towards a less democratic way, how those elections have been happening. There's so much kind of like fire all over the place that yeah, a lot of people are going to be badly affected by that and getting like more and more targeted, especially like groups that like targeted communities already, minorities. So they need to have like ways to still do that fight. And I think like I feel like there can't be enough of like people who are allies to them and like help them do it in a safe or better way. And I try to just like be that person to be that ally and kind of like support that because I feel it's just yeah, it's just needed. And that's all of, I mean, I love that work. I love to be
Mhm.
that person in that field, but yeah, bring it to the most value. It's also for me, of course, but I want to contribute as much of my time and energy towards that.
That's a very
Those things.
powerful why, you know?
Yeah,
And yeah, I mean, like they do say it's like something like 40% of the world in elections. And I'm very pro election, even if it's like,
100%.
do you
Yeah,
want this candidate in a red outfit or do you want this candidate in a blue outfit? It's the same person. It's still an election and it's still choice and it's still a power transfer and a paradigm or perspective change. There's opportunities, but there's also winners and losers. And that's not always a good thing. So it's great to know Security for Good is out there, keeping people safe. And the next generation has a message for you.
oh yeah.
Yeah, the next generation wants to say,
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love the cheer from
they're the babies.
those kids.
Yeah, the kids. Yeah, so
Awesome. Yeah.
because unfortunately, there are people who, for different reasons, different parts of the world, are not part of that electoral process.
Yeah.
Maybe they're refugees, or maybe they're not of the age, or not of the class, or not of the whatever it takes to partake, or maybe the election itself is, you know, is not really well put together and doesn't really speak to people's voice.
Right.
These tools that Security for Good teaches and gets out there, they're a powerful force to help all people. So I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah,
so much.
yeah, of course. Um, so speaking about appreciation, I just want to say I appreciate you, my quiet chat. If you're still there and you're near your keyboard, maybe you're washing your dishes, maybe you're doing your Pilates, I don't know, right? But if you're near your keyboard, just throw some love in the chat. It's all good. The water's fine, you know? You never know. Maybe there's some merch in it for you. If I have to bribe you, I'll bribe you, you know? So, you know, like if you're on Twitch, you could whisper me after you chat. I can tell. Like you chat, I see your name, I will send you something, okay? It could be a Crypto Harlem pin.
Oh,
It could be a Crypto Harlem sticker.
Yeah.
It could be mugs.
Swag.
It's swag. So, you know, we got some swag. We have a little bit of a budget. Don't tell the interns. And yeah, we can get you some stuff. The Crypto Harlem interns are now are doing Pico CTF. Let's check in on how they're doing, by the way.
Yeah. Let's check it out. How long is that? Is it 24 competition? Oh, it's until 26.
Yeah, it
So
only
it's
has
still
three
running
more
until-
days. Three
Yeah,
more days.
awesome.
Okay. So if I could just remember our teams. Let me see. Current competition. I don't necessarily like want to play now. I want to see the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
there you
Now
go.
we don't use regular writing, so I forgot. How can I search? Can I even search for a team? No. They just so what happened to Pico? It's really funny. Pico
Okay.
CTF, they recently got rid of a bunch of teams because they were cheating.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, well,
Yeah, they
Of
their
course.
leaderboard has been shaken this year because a lot of the high school teams were attacking the system.
yeah.
Yeah, because they were
Of
like,
course,
we're
why not?
hackers. Why do we could follow the rules. What it is like a hacking competition where you solve puzzles, and they were like, or we could just like hack the score. It's like changing your grades,
Yeah.
So they found a lot of people this year especially, and the leaderboards have been rocked, which is good for our interns. I gotta find our link because there's too many, and the leaderboard things have changed. So I gotta find our link so I can show everybody how we're doing. Not to put pressure on the Crypto Harlem squad, our interns,
Maybe just a little bit.
just a little bit, but
Yeah.
they're high school age folks, and they're just doing the best they can. And I'm hoping that in the next 3 days we rally because the pace of our progress in the hacking jungle that is Pico CTF 2024 has not been steady. Okay? Yeah. So this is your instructor, right? We'll put a little pressure on you, Gemini Matt, a very mean teacher. I'm like a mean gymnastics coach. Lift your leg higher, like.
And then you push down.
They're like
practically
stretch.
forcing it,
Does it
like-
hurt? Yes. Keep going. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
But forcing it. But that's what hacking is. It's a little bit of a force.
You always
a bit of
got to
pressure.
have that teacher that puts a little bit more pressure on.
Did you have that teacher?
I think I do. Sometimes I try to be my own teacher. That
Yeah.
works just like very short amount of time.
That's an interesting.
And
trait.
then I need to have others. Like I have a bunch of people I try to talk frequently, and
Yeah.
they try to put pressure on me. Like basically good friends, and like yeah, I mean you are one of those teachers.
Oh,
like, you're
thank
one of
you.
those people that are like
Aw.
making sure like there is like just the right amount of pressure. And I think it's
yeah.
also maybe a question back
Yeah.
because I know that's kind of like an open interview format we're
Yeah.
trying to do here.
It's just a conversation.
Exactly. Awesome. So, question for you, talking about pressure, like, what do you think it's like in 2024 and those times? What are still good like pressure points for people to maybe focus on that are in those kind of like situations where they facing election and facing like a shift to the for the right and being affected by that?
Well, one of the most important levers is the one in your mind, right? So understand that like there's a mythical, powerful force that sits on a cloud, right?
Okay,
It's up there.
you got my attention.
Yeah, people probably don't realize that all around us there's this bigger, more important thing called the algorithm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then,
AI.
what do you think I was gonna say? Yeah, so the algorithm, like if I'm about to win an award, I'll be like, yo, before I accept this award, I just want to thank the algorithm. Yeah, the algorithm. First of all, the algorithm wants you to pour your time down the toilet. Okay.
Yeah.
So, have you ever been watching TikTok and you're trying to watch like Crypto Harlem or for Security for Good or something very relevant on Instagram? That's not bad because we're using it as a way to transmit the message to you. But then, what's right after that? Totally unrelated content. And what's after that? They're moving you closer towards the common denominator. And what's after that? A cat doing a sexy dance. Who can resist?
I can't.
A pole dancing cat.
Yeah.
Nobody, right? Yeah.
It's cute.
It's so
it cheers me up.
Yeah, it makes me feel complicated feelings. So that is the danger.
Yeah.
So the first thing we need to do is inoculate ourselves from the time waste. And one of the ways to do that is to check out your screen time on your algorithm use.
Yeah, I do.
Also, when you're on the algo, how much are you writing How much are you transmitting out to your audience? You know, a drawer of things says, "Can you drop a link for Security for Good in the pressure's on, baby?
Yeah, pressure is on. Like,
Pressure horn, baby."
so it was not planned to be on that crypto Harlem stream
Oh,
today.
now you're not
because,
playing. Okay.
Because
So when
there
can we?
are,
When
there
do we
are
have the?
links,
When
but there's nothing on it
When
yet.
can we have the link? When should we visit?
Let's say until next live stream.
Next live stream. Okay, so you heard it
there
here
will be
first.
something ready.
The pressure.
You're gonna
Talking
be the
about
first to get it, but I want to make sure there is some content, something good to see on there.
Okay, so
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
I hope that's cool. for you.
everyone, clean up your room before you invite guests over.
Yeah.
Okay, unless it's. I mean, I don't need to clean up my room because I'm like, oh, this guy's so solid. You can see all kinds of crazy hacker stuff flying around. But okay, next week.
Yeah.
Well, next week, Draw Up Things, we're gonna have a walkthrough of the Security for Good website. You heard it here first, everybody.
Thanks for asking and being that pressure person. That's kind of like outside
Look at
motivation.
that. We're gonna have an
I mean,
exclusive on Crypto Harlem next week.
Yeah.
Wow, we're gonna walk through the Security for Good media empire.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. So yeah, but for me, the first thing you do is you be careful how you use your time. Time's the most precious resource. If you have a job, all it is you going up to this vending machine and putting time in, and then getting like a Pepsi out called cash. But we need that. We need that because we live in a capitalist society for now,
Yeah.
right? Soon we'll be replaced by crypto Harlem coin or whatever. I don't know, but that's what and I'll just be giving it out to people, especially if you comment though. And yeah, I mean that's the real thing, right? And then we take ourselves and we protected ourselves from the evils of the algo, because everyone who makes these platforms, they don't know why, but they know that it has a negative effect on people's health, has a negative effect on people's emotional self, their self-esteem, especially gender minorities and women, right?
Yeah.
So understand that you're going into this thing and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And protect your time. Then you need to use their latest feature, because the algo is always going to lean towards the latest feature, right? So if you're on Instagram, use Reels. It doesn't let you, like, if you write a picture and the picture is like you hanging out with a pole dancing cat,
Yeah.
as one does, right?
Yeah, of course.
On a Thursday. Or maybe you go to like a black punk rock event. That's what I did the other day, right? So it's an old feature post on Instagram. So you're not gonna get wide circulation. But if you put a reel up on Instagram and it's your first reel, they're gonna open up the gates. The algorithm's gonna be like, ah, right?
Yeah.
And they're gonna let you have access to people you probably will never have access to again.
Yeah.
And then your old friends will see a message that says, this person made our new feature reel. They're using it for the first time. And they're gonna give you, in that one post,
Yeah.
inordinate power.
Right.
And you should use it to shake this thing down and make it start out with something that looks like a popular one. So if you look at like on the Explore page or the whatever, people wearing bikinis or showing tattoos or cooking or something, start off looking like that and then be like, just kidding. Here, I need to tell you this. There's only 40% of the world voting. Like you have to do that. So you have the first 5 seconds look like you're about, like right now, this looks like to the algorithm and the object recognition looks like an interview.
Yeah.
You know? So you start off like this, and then you push that person out the way, and you're just like, actually, this is what I need you to know 5 seconds in. So for every tool, we need to understand how it works, how it hurts us, and how we can throw a monkey wrench in it, how it can help us shake it all down. So that's my answer. Hope that's helpful.
Yeah, I like that. I
Yeah.
hope that's also helpful for everyone else, like trying to
Yeah.
engage more people into their causes and actions, and like putting pressure on things that they want to change.
Yeah, we had a message in the chat, and the chat says, it's about your new website. And they say, okay, we'll be watching you, pressure's on, baby.
Yeah,
The pressure horn is
I like
real. You
that.
feeling that pressure?
I do feel that pressure.
Yeah. Okay. So that's from a draw of things. Okay. And then Rootsman Chin wanted to share this link here with some malware in it. I'm just gonna click on it. And Thug says a lot of THs there. Do you want to try
Yeah.
to say it again?
Fuck.
Yeah. I think that's a huge improvement. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So Thug says, check out this app. It's called Opal. Right.
Cool, thanks for that recommendation. Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta find that.
Um,
Oh, I can't. There we go. Duncan Slug says, check out this app. It's called Opal, and you could find it incredibly useful for screen time. Okay, and then Rootsman Chin in the VIP. Rootsman Chin is like basically, I basically do half the work on the live stream because look at that, boom! I get the link right there, baby. Thank you so much, Rootsman. Appreciate you. I'm gonna give you a little like the future generation says to you for guiding us. Appreciate you. Okay. It's getting really chuggy. Okay, so
I'm curious, like how many people we turned down and how many people we made like stay on the live stream with that.
we'll have only the statistics will know.
Yeah,
I'll have to check. You know, I dropped the hip hop beat, and it's like, oh, the punk beat. Like, which one brings in more people? We got at least certified 3 eyeballs, actively zoomed. Like, you know, they're waiting. These people are like on bated breath for every word they're hanging on for dear life. So, cool. I thought I'd maybe grab some stuff and ask if you've ever experienced it or your thoughts on it. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay,
great.
cool. So I'll be right back, everybody. Should we do a little counter, make it professional? Should I just get up and leave and just walk in front of the camera?
Let's make it a little counter. Give everyone a little break, short break.
Hey, listen, we have new technology where we can transmit snacks to you. Unlike a lot of services which cause delivery people to put their life in danger to bring food to you, we actually make this technology completely safe and free. So if you would like a free snack or a free meal, go into what is called your kitchen and open up a thing called your refrigerator. In the middle shelf, you will find some snacks from Crypto Harlem. It'll look like whatever you put there. So that's on the house.
Sounds like a miracle.
So open up your fridge. Also, if you have to use the restroom, this little the restroom is wherever your bathroom is. Just go in there and relieve yourself of pressure and pain, whether it's coming from your bowels or your bladder. Crypto Harlem's here for you. Okay. So we'll be back in about how much time should we give them?
60 seconds.
We'll be back in 60 seconds because that's what Hagen wanted. He said 60. So listen, don't pee on your leg. Don't be mad at me because you feel rushed. He said 60, so we're giving you 60. Peace. I'll see you in 60 seconds. Tell your friends, tell your mama, call your cousin. Let's do it.
Great.
Here we are.
Back again.
With my friend. This is Matt from Crypto Harlem. If you're just tuning in right now, you're probably wondering. Some of you may have eaten a snack from your refrigerators. Others of you might have relieved your bowels or your bladders, or both.
Or both, if you're really quick.
If
your refrigerator is deadly close to your toilet, which usually not a good idea. But actually, I don't know if this was a thing back in the. Let's take to pick up a different topic here.
Yeah.
Actually, in Germany, it was pretty common in many cities to have apartments where you would have your shower in the kitchen until very fairly recent, and your toilet halfway down the stairs outside of your apartment.
Whoa.
You would heat with like coal and wood, and this was like, I don't know, it was, I would say until 1990, especially like in cities in Eastern Germany, that was like widely available. And
Wow.
I know friends who lived in those places until the 2000s. It was mad cheap, but it was also like a different experience when you used to modern world where you have screens and technology and a heated toilet seat, Japanese and all those things.
I mean,
then you have to walk outside your apartment to use a shared bathroom. So just on that. But so basically, the shower was very close to your refrigerator if you had one. Of course, back in the days, no refrigerator either. So you could shower in your kitchen, but not store your food for longer.
Wow.
Yeah,
You could shower in your kitchen, but you didn't have a refrigerator.
yeah.
And your bathroom was outside the apartment.
Well, there was no bathroom. It was just like, literally just a toilet.
Just a toilet, like an
Yeah.
outhouse, we call
Yeah.
it. 90s Germany is fascinating.
I mean, this was like still around, and I think by now it's being gotten rid of.
Okay.
I don't want to make it sound like Eastern Germany until the wall came down was like a third world country, but in many ways it was. And by third world country, obviously it's like also Western Germany. So.
Yeah. I mean, and it takes a while. Like a wall going down doesn't change everything overnight, right? So our people in Eastern Germany who are now experiencing the fun of heated Japanese toilets,
Yeah,
you're welcome.
yeah.
You can thank David Hasselhoff and the United States government for your freedom. Yeah. But I kind of like it. It sounds really cool. I love learning about things around the world and things that are really different, like different customs. Like, do you sit down when you pee? Do you sit down when you poop? Do you stand? Do you squat? Like, what's it look like? That sounds like a Crypto Harlem photo book you could work on.
Yeah, would be fun.
It could be. It'd be fun.
Okay. If you're wondering what's happening, so Matt tries to put on a way better camera, what we should have done like 45 minutes ago, but better late than never.
You know what? Better late than never. But in the meantime, I feel the pressure horn as I try to get this camera going. I'm going to talk about some cool things I want to present to you. So the first thing is going to be this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So all these things are troves of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Human history and thoughts and ideas captured in a way that you can transmit without battery, without use for data.
Very helpful
Books.
when there's no power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Books. So
What is this?
Thanks for picking that. That's like TC Boyle's America. I just started reading it.
Yeah, it looked really cool. What is
So I think like TC Boyle is this like author. I read one or two books for. He is from Peekskill, New York.
Oh, that's not far from New York City.
No.
It's up there.
And World's End from 1987. He got the Penn Faulkner Prize. So he is kind of like this author that's got recognized. I think he's pretty popular. The books are all over the place. I like this kind of like way of writing and it's kind of like stories that he comes up with. But I haven't read this one. But it's about like a guy in Los Angeles that runs over with his car a man that turned out to be Mexican, and he basically paid him off like $20. And that's as far as I go.
Whoa, that's already
But
intriguing.
I expect there is a lot of things going to happen because that's how his books are.
I mean, that's a wild premise, man. You hit
Yeah.
somebody with your car, you pay him $20 to walk it off.
Yeah, that's like pretty bad.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
bad.
he feels pretty bad, but not bad enough, I think.
Not bad
So,
enough,
let's
obviously.
see.
And the book is called America. Very cool. All right, has anyone read this book in the chat? Any thoughts? Any vibes? Let's try to get that back up here. Let's get rid of this for now. Okay, next book. This book here. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right. Have you ever read this book?
No. It's
Okay.
Snow Crash.
Okay, so
You need to tell us.
I will
what's
need to
about.
tell you about this book. Well, this is hard. I didn't know that I'd have questions.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I was like, wait a second. I thought you're the one of the hot
The #1 science fiction bestseller from Neil Stephenson.
sheet.
Okay.
NWA Field says Snow Crash is amazing. NWA Fields, I know
So-
you cannot talk because we don't have that capability right now. And one day I will set you up so you can talk to us. Snow Crash is amazing. One sentence on Snow Crash on top of that, but okay. So Snow Crash. Let me tell you about this guy. So Neil, used to work for some magazines and write some short stories and do a bunch of different things, right? And he writes stories about the future, and the stories that he writes about the future, this is not what the book's about. This is real life. They become true. So he'll imagine a thing that doesn't exist.
Right.
And then in a couple of years, because of the speed of technology and stuff, that's exactly what exists.
So it's not science fiction; it's prediction.
It's prediction.
Okay.
But I love that. That rhymes. It's not science fiction, it's prediction. Yo, Hagen, you got bars, bro. You got bars. You got Jay-Z. Okay, so now the reason this happens is because all the nerds and all the engineers and all the computer programmers and all the UX people, they love his books.
Right.
So he's actually influencing the people who write the future. So smart.
Whoa. Yeah.
So then he becomes a predictor, prediction, not science fiction.
Yeah.
But this book, I'll just read this. Okay, ready? Only once in a great while does a writer come along who defies comparison. A writer so original, he redefines the way we look at the world. Neil Stephenson is such a writer, and Snow Crash is such a novel, weaving the virtual reality, Sumerian myth, and just about everything in between with a cool, hip, cyber sensibility to bring us the giga thriller of the information age. And it talks about basically a ninja pizza delivery guy. Whoa, don't leave yet. Right? And here he is. He's the ninja right here in the front, right here. He's got a little samurai sword, right? And the story of what happens to him in the future, right? In the futuristic world. And let me tell you, it is ridiculously entertaining, fascinating. And if you're a hacker and you have not read this, you're gonna get some street cred by reading this. Okay, so let's see what NWA Felt says. In one word, Snow Crash is amazing. Thank you, NWA Felt. Now you might not have realized this, but you've won the participant prize.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will send me a whisper on Twitch, NWA Felt, and I will send you either physical merch if you're okay giving us a shipping address, or some kind of virtual snack. Okay. But there's more.
Awesome. I want to read this book now.
Listen, this book, every page is like a vitamin for your hacker body to give you the hacker nutrients to be a hacker awesome person. Okay? So, it's pretty dope. And it's like you every chapter you get to, you're like this, like you're pulled in, it's very accessible. And you're like, where is this going? And you better hold on to your electronic surfboard because you're going deep into the Matrix, baby.
Okay.
Imagine your life if you never watched The Matrix. You watched The Matrix?
Of course.
Imagine your life if you never watched The Matrix.
Okay.
That's your life by not reading Snow Crash.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
I just hope this pizza delivery guy gets not eaten up by the gig economy and has to work for Uber.
You know what? That's Snow Crash 2024.
Yeah.
It's like, so Hero becomes trapped in the world of gig economy. Yeah. Okay. Have you read this book?
I haven't.
Okay. I look like I got to do all the work around here.
Yeah, it's like embarrassing.
No.
Else is coming down?
I don't know.
Like,
This is
feel like I haven't read all of it.
Yeah. No, Snow Crash is better than The Matrix. It really is. But Okay. Go ahead. Hold that up. Okay, so this is the Coming Swarm, and I'm gonna have Molly. I'm gonna talk to Molly about the Coming Swarm, and that'll be a whole thing. Okay. So why don't you just read this?
Okay.
Okay.
What is hacktivism?
What is hacktivism?
And the Coming Swarm, Rising Star Molly Salter. Salter?
Good job. Yes.
Okay. Examines the history, development, theory, and practice of distributed denial of service action.
DDoS, baby.
I love DDoS.
Yeah.
Why did I not know about this book?
It's not new.
And the tactics of political activism. The internet is a vital arena of communication, self-expression, and interpersonal organization. When there is a message to convey, words to get out, or people to unify, many will turn to the internet as a theater for that activity. That's true. As familiar and widely accepted activist tools, petitions, fundraisers, mass letter writings, calling campaigns, and others find equivalent practices in the online space, is there also room for the tactics of disruption and civil disobedience that are equally familiar from the realm of the streets marches, occupations, and sit-ins? with a historical grounded analysis and a focus on early deployments of activist DDoS, as well as modern instances to trace its development over time. The coming swarm uses activist DDoS actions as a foundation of a larger analysis of the practice and disruptive civil disobedience on the internet. I love that. Why did I not read that?
I know.
I
So listen,
just-
yeah, well, isn't that shocking?
Yeah,
You know, yeah, your brain is like,
I'm missing a key here.
I'm missing a piece. So,
Yeah.
Molly's book is about hacktivism, and one thing you'll learn about Crypto Harlem is that we love hacktivism.
Of course we do.
Yeah, and it looks at just one particular tool of hacktivism, the distributed denial of service attack. You know, people ask me like, "What is a DDoS?" What's your answer of what is a DDoS?
You get a bunch of machines that talk to one machine in one moment and to bring it down.
That's right.
It's pretty the simple.
It's
the
pretty simple.
way.
Yeah, and like at the end of the day, like imagine a restaurant. Their job is to serve patrons, right? So it's not weird. That's their job. They're serving patrons. So you get a line around the block to go to that restaurant, sit down, look at the menu, order some water, get up and leave. That restaurant will shut down because they cannot make any money. And that's a distributed denial of service attack.
Yep.
And they can't tell who's a real patron and who's one of your people. So the whole thing is messed up. Now, in the future modern world where there's Resi and you got to pay with your credit card to reserve a table at your favorite vegan burger place, you can still do a DDoS, but it might cost you. And that's what it's like now.
Yeah.
We can still do a DDoS, but it might cost us resources, capabilities, better strength, but they can't stop it.
No.
And Molly's book, The Coming Swarm, is a prediction that there'll be a swarm of DDoS attacks, and it will take out, as activists will use it as a tool to take out modern technology and disrupt the world. And it's an analysis that also looks at historical trends, DDoS tools, and how it was used. So the full title is The Coming Swarm, Distributed Denial of Service Actions, Hacktivism, and Civil Disobedience on the Internet. And it's a good one. It's a keeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm curious what she's been talking in there because I just listened to this. It's actually one of my favorite podcasts.
Yeah.
The Darknet Diaries. Jack Snyder. You should check it out if you haven't. An episode. I don't know the number, but it's called Default.
Yeah.
In there, that they also talk about like the early stages of DDoS and how like Anonymous was partly involved in that, and like the kind of like tools they use and who they attacked and why. So I really liked that because it goes back to those things. And actually, when I last year got like more into DDoS attacks, because kind of like client and another company I was engaging with, I wasn't aware that that's like still like such a high number of threat. Like for any basically bank, company, e-commerce shop, whatever, they basically need to look out for. And nowadays, banks, they need to follow regulations, at least in Germany, to put in like proper preparations and testing.
It literally says DDoS on the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still pretty big. So if you never heard of it, check out this book or check out other resources on DDoS.
Yeah. And there's a whole, you know, like in an assassin movie where the assassin opens up the door and there's all these weapons there.
Yeah.
There's like an M4 carbine, there's an MP5, there's a 9mm, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not like I know these things, but
I've seen the movies.
I've seen the movies, and DDoS works the same way. There's tools out there if you want to learn more. Like there's the low orbit ion cannon, LOIC.
Yeah.
There's a new one that's been all the rage, called Death by 1,000 Needles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's quite a lot of weapons out there. You know. Okay, so now you have a choice between pile A or pile B. Your bowels or your bladder. Okay.
I go with A, whatever that.
Pile A.
it's
Okay.
gonna be.
Pile
Okay.
A are these books. Okay, so it's gonna.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to tell everyone about that.
Okay.
Because I don't know that.
Okay.
It looks mad cool. It looks really cool from the outside. It looks like a comic book, pretty like, but it's definitely more. I can tell. Mad flipping through the pages. It's gonna be something different.
Yes.
Can you tell us what?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So there is I'm trying to find it in this book that there's a part of this book that requires a password. Okay.
Okay.
Um, and that is a really funny thing. But here's the first one. Pile A number 1. Okay. So can you? Yeah, see that? That is Black Mass by VX Underground. It's got some very scary
Yeah.
8-bit art here. Okay. In the beginning, when I first held this up, I didn't realize that this is actually a computer monitor and a keyboard and a server, like the box, right? And then I saw this like very scary metal stuff here.
Pentagram.
And then it took a while, and then I noticed this whole crowd here. They just appeared.
There's a cult.
Exactly. Like it's just like, and the mouse is floating, just levels to this thing. So what is this book? Okay, so this is now an official nonprofit entity. So props to VX Underground for pulling that off. I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Awesome.
And let's say, do you ever collect bugs when you were a kid?
More like leaves from trees.
You collect leaves from trees.
Less than bugs.
Maybe I'm the only one who collected bugs. Okay, no problem. That's one for me to talk about in therapy. Okay, so there are people who collect malware.
Yeah.
So you know what malware is, right?
Of course.
Let's tell people what malware is.
So,
okay.
Malware is just like this malicious piece of software that when you put it on a machine, you either could control it from remote or make it unusable for the person who owns it, or record all the stuff that they are doing there. So there are a bunch of different malwares out there. I think like back in the days we called them like the virus, Trojan, but it's basically all malicious software.
It is all malicious software, right? So if I wanted to learn about malware, the best way to learn, right, is you could sit on my lap and I could say, "Oh, I'm telling you a story about malware."
It doesn't sound like a bad way.
It's not the best way. Oh man. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay.
You're good, great storyteller, but that will not be the best way to learn.
Yes, not the best. Okay, you're right. You exposed me. It's a lie. It's not the best way to learn. Don't sit on my lap.
Yeah.
The best way to learn about malware is to actually dive right into a malware database and get samples of it. Now, be careful, because this is like the best way to learn about communicable diseases is to find a vial of the bubonic plague and start playing with it. Don't when you get smallpox or playing with smallpox, don't come running to me.
Yeah.
Because I seriously will be masked up. Okay. But if you're careful, the best way to learn about malware is to actually experience malware. Not on the recipient side, but as the investigator side. And one of my favorite malware databases is Apple malware database. That's by Objective-C. Okay, so Objective-C here has the malware database. They're also 501c3. Apparently, if you want to have a malware database, you should be an official nonprofit. I don't know how this hustle works. No disrespect, guys. But yeah, so here, this is Patrick Wardle's site. You know Patrick Wardle's site, right?
Yeah.
And he's former NSA, and he's an expert in Apple malware. And when he left working for the government in like 2014 or whatever, he dived right into this website, this technology, this conference series, this now nonprofit Objective-C, and I'll share it with the audience. We don't want to hog it for ourselves.
No,
we're about sharing.
About sharing.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna share so you guys can see this. Now you should see this Objective-C malware. Let me see if I can put it on this. Is that in the chat? Oh, I gotta make this window a little bit bigger. Oh, let me just reload the page. Which one am I sharing? I don't even know. This one, right? Has a blue box on it. You can see the chaos that is me running this, by the way. Okay. So here you go, everybody. Boys, girls, gender non-conforming folks, my people. Objective-C malware. So on there, you can find Objective-C's malware collection. It's if we go on a quick tour here, it's A to Z, some like really good stuff. It tells you this is a backdoor, this is a keylogger, this is a worm, this is a crypto miner, this is some adware. You could download it, you can get info on it. Oh, this is actually broken. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the info takes you to an article about this malware, like Bad Bunny. You like Bad Bunny?
I like that one.
Who doesn't like Bad Bunny? Reggaeton, baby. Oh,
It's an old one.
Yeah, like I would put some Bad Bunny on right now, but then we don't have the rights to it. Let me see if I put Bad Bunny here. Let's see what happens.
The pictures are
They're not,
disturbing.
yeah. Okay.
I mean, so it's basically a kid wearing like
a scary bunny outfit.
Bunny
Okay.
costume.
So here's Bad Bunny. Here's fake Bad Bunny.
Okay.
You like fake Bad Bunny? I like fake Bad Bunny is so much cheaper than the real Bad Bunny, and I'll get no takedown strikes. So fake Bad Bunny is called Item Boy. Okay, so let's put that on. No disrespect to the punk tunes, because this is all our followers are gonna drop when we drop the punk. We're gonna lose everybody.
But
Let's see what happens when you add the reggaeton. I don't know what happens, man. Reggaeton versus punk is. I wonder if there's a punk reggaeton band. Like that's what we need to be listening to. Okay, here we go. Here's some fake Bad Bunny. So, the real Bad Bunny is a reggaeton artist from Puerto Rico. Okay,
right.
But before Bad Bunny, people don't realize is actually a hacker. Bad Bunny, the reggaeton artist, made the malware Bad Bunny Worm. Maybe it's
That
from
could be.
2007 when Bad Bunny was
Maybe that was the
a
first
failed
career.
malware career.
Yeah, exactly.
So part 2, the second act was May I Try Music.
Yeah.
So, and here you could read in this database about what the thing was, right? By the way, this is a horrible fake reggaeton music.
Yes.
It doesn't have the power of reggaeton at all. So it sounds like a reggaeton elevator music.
Yeah.
It's like the what was that called? That kind of not chiptune, but that other kind of computer sound.
How you do?
No, it was like a
No.
MIDI. It's the MIDI version of
yeah.
Reggaeton. But so here you can have this whole database. Now going back to this book, which is why we even got here, right? Black Mass, VX Underground. They're like, oh, you want a database of the scariest malware on the face of the earth, so you can play with it and infect yourself and your family and your city. Well, here you go. At VX Underground, they also have a malware treasure trove, and it's another one of my favorite malware treasure troves. Do not try this at home. Don't play with this stuff if you don't have gloves on. Wash your computer with soap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in a sandbox.
I put it in a sandbox. Cuckoo Sandbox is a great sandbox. Do not put literal soap on your computer.
So this is actually how it looks in
Hold
the
on.
book.
Let me stop sharing so they can see it.
So it's literally pages of code.
It's literally.
You get like the explanations, but it's literally pages
Yeah.
of code. So
That's
what
where.
would you do with that?
Well, the Black Mass book is actually a spell book,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And it's a spell book for computer shenanigans.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a spell book of computer shenanigans. Like, so I don't know how many of these actually exist.
I
So
like
that's
that it's
a-
from 23.
Yeah,
That's like very
this is-
recent.
And this is Black
Great.
Mass 1. Okay, this is Black Mass 1
Okay.
from 2023.
I love it. It's old
Yeah.
school.
So yeah,
I
it's
appreciate it.
yeah, it goes like what year is it from?
2023. It's
2023. That was a long time ago. I didn't remember 2023. Okay,
It's
so
like half a year.
I know.
It's
So-
like this is like still warm.
It's still hot.
Yeah.
It's still hot, folks. So I don't even know. Like, so when you go through this book, and the book has secrets inside of it. That's another thing.
Cool.
Yeah. So if
Easter eggs.
you light a candle, you crack open Black Mass by VX Underground, and you start. It's a page turner. It's a burner. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Now, here's the second book. I
Okay.
want you to. Okay. It's a smaller book. Have you read
It's
this
also
one?
from VX Underground.
Yeah.
It's called Black Mass Volume 2. It
Here-
has an even better cover, right?
Well, maybe better for some, maybe more scary for others.
Yeah.
They were like, in this version of the book, they were just messing around in 8-bit with the 8-bit cult, right?
Yeah.
And here they've unlocked all kinds of madness because they have donors now. So what happened is VX Underground blew up. They have a lot of fans. They cover hacktivism, cybercrime, and they got the finger to the pulse of what's going on for, I don't know how, maybe a little bird thinks of them every morning.
Maybe.
But if you follow them on Twitter, they do have a Twitter. Let me try to find them.
wow, now it even got colors.
That's what happens when you get money.
And
That's what
this
you-
is like very hot. It's like very recent. 5th of March.
It's from the 5th of March.
So that's like not even 20 days ago.
It's not even 20 days.
So you got the good stuff.
I got the
here.
good stuff here. So hold on, let me share this.
How should I?
I don't
be
even know
able
how
to
it ended
read
up on
that
my
even?
bookshelf.
Yeah.
I didn't even
how
get
was
there.
I even able to read that in the first place?
Okay, so
if it's that new.
So this is VX Underground on Twitter, and let's see their most recent post. They always have a post here about their contact information, their email, and their Discord. Going to the VX Underground Discord is like going to a bad neighborhood. Let me tell you.
Okay.
You'll be lucky if you make it out without a demon ripping your arm off. Okay. Then they have some memes. Just open bash and run this command, granddad. And it's like funny stuff, kid. Want to know what happens to wise guys like you in Korea? And then it has all kinds of like the memes are very, very stark and dark. Here we have a toilet. Okay, it's just
This is like what I'm talking about, pretty much
Yeah.
like earlier. I mean,
Yeah.
if you would have like does the audience still see?
Yeah.
We're sharing that.
yeah, they're still seeing this.
So
yeah,
imagine there would still be, you
Yeah.
would not be totally exposed, but there would be a wall around.
and it's kind of like weird hacker humor. This is a visual explanation of how malware works right here with a live bomb strapped to a Roomba or something, right? So they have a weird sense of humor, but every post is actually about something. Okay?
Cool.
Yeah, and that is the weird humor that is VX Underground. But when they're not making memes, they're breaking stories. Okay? So that's the wild thing, you know?
Awesome.
So that's the VX Underground, folks. Let's stop giving them too much praise. And here is the book, Black Mass Volume 2, another book full of secrets, another evil spell book.
Yeah.
This one is from March 2024.
Yeah.
How did I even get that book? Like,
I don't know.
It's like this book was printed on March 22nd.
Maybe someone hacked your bookshelf
Someone
and
hacked
just
my
put it in
bookshelf.
there. So look, there is like even a nice. This coding is way better to
They
read
got
now.
some money. They got some sponsors.
It's nice.
The book is
Good for them.
it has color. You notice that?
It has like.
It has a
also
coloring book. It's a
even,
coloring
like,
book.
Drawings in
Let's
there.
color VX Underground staff. There's some pictures in there.
All right.
So cool. I just wanted to get your expo. Look, we're way past the 2:00 time.
I don't
So
know
we're
what
gonna wrap.
happened. Yeah.
Maybe
let's
next
wrap.
time our next guest will look at pile B,
Oh
which
yeah.
is a whole different. We got a lot of stuff there. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, Security for Good. Thanks for being on the show. We don't have live guests often. It's our new format. Please
I
let
like
us
the
know
new
what you think about the
format.
new format, everybody. It's harder to do because people's lives they only can come at certain times. But parting words.
Wow.
You could sit closer into the middle here.
Well, thanks
Yeah.
for having me, Crypto Harlem. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for the pressure on Security for Good.
Next week,
And that's
Security for Good's
me.
website is
So
launching.
next week,
Pressure
there's gonna be something to look at. And yeah, stay safe out there. Keep it up. Keep the struggle and the hustle real. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Thanks for the new format. Curious who else gonna be on that. On the couch, on the virtual couch.
On the virtual couch, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a whole list of excited guests.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah.
So,
So
looking forward to that.
let's just click on this link that Rootsman Chin gave us. Out now, Black Mass. It's on Access Cyber, which is pretty cool. Let's share this out here. I just want to read maybe you could read it since you're a special guest, okay? I'm just gonna share it with everybody.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It says Weeks Underground Recent Black Mass Volume 2 is the perfect mix of hacker manual meets coloring book, including human generated artwork, a refresh. I like how they put like human generated
generating artwork.
because in 2024 this is not the
It's not a
normal
given.
anymore.
It's not.
It's
no.
not. It's not what comes natural to nowadays art.
Human generated artwork.
Yeah.
When we ask the kids, they're gonna be like, "What's that?"
What does it mean even?
Yeah.
So do they actually like sit and draw on the screen, or a refreshing breath of fresh air in today's AI obsessed world? Get the PDF here or purchase a hard copy. I guess that's what
I
it
hit to
says.
get the PDF here,
Yeah,
and it didn't take me to it. That's
Well,
okay.
you-
That's okay.
That's like maybe you need to try harder
I could get a physical copy on the Amazon.
on Amazon, of course. Everything's on
Okay.
Amazon.
Why did they use the Amazon link? Let's go to VX Underground. Okay, let's go here. Let's see if they have Black Mass. Merch.
Opening soon.
It's so hard. Enter using password.
Yeah, it is it is like it is still the secret cult.
It is a
so-
secret code. So enter using password, and then you have to enter this password, and maybe you'll get
Oh.
into the store.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know what I.
That's okay.
I just
you hit
wanted
it. It's just a simple shortcut. So now we're not going to do that.
No.
We're not going to. I don't know what this is. Okay, let's go back to here.
Maybe the audience will explore themselves, and then
You have to explore yourself.
we talk
But
about
we're
it
not
another
telling you to
time.
explore yourself. You could do that
Another
too.
time.
But explore this website yourself.
Yeah.
You could explore your own body. You could explore your mind. You could explore your
Yeah,
motivations in
Stay
life.
curious.
Stay curious.
That's definitely.
That's true.
important.
Okay, so yeah, explore yourself. Security for Good's last parting words were explore yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. I love to be quoted. on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh. All right. Bye, everybody. Encrypt, encrypt, encrypt. Stay safe and secure out there. Appreciate you, everyone. We're gonna do one last roll call because if you watched us this long, we at least should say your name. You know.
100%.
Okay. So let's do a
it.
little quick refresh. I'll do one. You'll do one. Ready? This
Go.
goes out to a draw of things. Thank you, draw of things. Let's move this a little bit closer so I don't have to move my mouse too far. Draw of things. We appreciate you. You the best.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting the pressure on.
Yeah, thanks for
Security
the
Good.
pressure. Thanks for the comments.
Yeah.
There is Roots Mansion.
Roots
Roots Mansion VIP.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing those links. Being there for us.
Zero Aaliyah. Okay. Are you that somebody? Tell me that you're somebody. Aaliyah. Zero Aaliyah. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Also 00 Elisa.
Look at that.
Boom.
Top of the list with those zeros.
Yeah, that's the hack. That's me.
Oh, eight hives. That's me. 8 times.
Eight
Sorry about
hives.
that. Eight hives. Thank you. This one to you.
I mixed over before. 8 rows. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 rows. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Just want to say good night. Just want to tuck you in. A-OK. Okay. Keep green. Hope you keep hacking the food.
And yeah. Okay, and Donk 7.
Donk 7 in the house.
Awesome.
Draft that. That was draft that. What would we do without you?
Medic 12.
Yeah, Matic 12. Markman. Appreciate you, Markman. Thanks for this. It's all good for you. After Markman came.
Oh, Michael X. Oh, I'm so bad with those names. X. Is it
XF.
X?
It's elite speak.
Yeah.
Fesserg, you know.
There's a
and
little riddle to solve.
that's a riddle to solve. It's like the DX Underground riddle.
Thanks for that. With grass. That's a little bit easier.
And it's my turn, but I want to see you do this one. Let's close out with.
Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah. What you call me? Okay, exactly.
Thanks for being with us. I'm sorry, my. This is like for Germans.
It's a
that's
nightmare.
Impossible.
You see all
That's
those THs?
impossible.
Yeah, it just quit.
And
It's like, tap
immediately
out.
the tongue will just like
Yeah, a
crumble
knot.
and roll up.
You're lucky
That's-
that you're still breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thanks for being there with us.
and peace, y'all.
That was fun. Stay safe.